សូមជម្រាបសួរបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នា
Hello សូមជម្រាបសួរ
ថ្ងៃនេះទាំងពីរអ្នកមក live ប៉ុន្តែអត់ទាន់មានអ្នកចូលមើល ចាំមើលតិចទៀត
យើងទៅបដាក៏បានដែរពីព្រោះទុកតែ live ហើយក៏មានគេមើលបន្តពីនឹងដែរ
ហ្នឹងហើយមានបងប្អូនខ្លះឃើញ live ចឹងគាត់អត់ទាន់ហ៊ានចុចមើលទេដល់ពេលបិទសិនបានមើលតាមក្រោយបើសិនអ្នកមើលហ្នឹងគឺនៅក្នុងអ្នកដែលខ្ញុំនិយាយចឹងអត់អីទេចឹងក៏អរគុណបានមើលអូខេចាបានម្នាក់បានលោកពូសុផលចូលមើល Hello ពូ
ជម្រាបសួរពូ
ចាជម្រាបសួរពូសុខសប្បាយថ្ងៃនេះពួកខ្ញុំពីរនាក់មានពេលតនេបន្តិចអញ្ចឹងចង់ធ្វើវីដេអូ live ជាមួយគ្នាដើម្បីផ្ដល់ដំណឹងល្អខ្លះដើម្បីចែកជូនបងប្អូនទាំងអស់ជាពិសេសបងប្អូននៅរដ្ឋមនីសតាចាំមើលតិចទៀតជួយ share សិនចាំនិយាយដំណឹងល្អ
ហើយទុកតែបងប្អូនដែលថាមិននៅរដ្ឋមនីសតាបើសិនជាមានស្គាល់ពុកម៉ែបងប្អូននៅក្នុងរដ្ឋមនីសតាក៏អាចចែករំលែកព័ត៌មានយើងទៅឲ្យគាត់ដឹងដែរពីព្រោះមានបងប្អូនខ្មែរយើងច្រើនទៀតដែលថានៅក្រៅពីរដ្ឋមនីសតាប៉ុន្តែពីមុនធ្លាប់នៅរដ្ឋមនីសតាហើយធ្លាប់ស្គាល់បងប្អូនហើយអ្នកខ្លះធ្លាប់មានកូនចៅនៅរដ្ឋមនីសតាដែរ
ដោយសារយើងមាន friend យើងខ្លះលើ Facebook គាត់មិនមែនជាខ្មែរអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំចង់និយាយខ្មែរឲ្យបងកសលនិយាយអង់គ្លេសដើម្បីគាត់បានស្ដាប់ដែរអញ្ចឹង
Hello friends, welcome. We have some free time today, so we'd like to make an announcement. And this is in particular to our friends, our Facebook friends, and friends of friends who may have lived in Minnesota, as well as may have some friends who are in Minnesota or used to live in Minnesota or have some children in Minnesota. So this announcement here will hopefully will have some connection, will have some interest from our Khmer friends as well as our non-Khmer friends.
ចាសូមជម្រាបទៅកាន់បងប្អូនថានៅក្នុងសប្តាហ៍ក្រោយនេះខាងអង្គការ IKare យើងបានអញ្ជើញភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសពិសេសខុសពីភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសដែលយើងអញ្ជើញមកមុនដែលភាគច្រើនពីមុនមកគឺជាតារាចម្រៀងជាពិសេសតារាចម្រៀងល្បីប្រចាំប្រទេសកម្ពុជាដូចជា Khmer អ្នកនាងចេនសៃចៃដែលគាត់ទៅត្រឡប់ទៅហើយនឹងមានតារាចម្រៀងកំពូលផ្សេងទៀតដែលយើងធ្លាប់បានអញ្ជើញមកលើកនេះយើងអញ្ជើញអ្នកកំពូលដែរប៉ុន្តែមិនមែនជាតារាចម្រៀងប៉ុន្តែគាត់គឺជាអ្នកកំពូលមួយរូបដែលថាបងប្អូនខ្មែរយើងបើសិនជាបងប្អូនខ្មែរខ្លះប្រហែលជាស្គាល់គាត់អ្នកខ្លះក៏មិនបានស្គាល់គាត់ចាគឺលោកអ៊ំកុយឈឿនតាំងពីខ្ញុំបានមកសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកនេះមកខ្ញុំអត់ដែលបានស្គាល់គាត់ទេលោកអ៊ំគាត់បានអញ្ជើញទៅស្រុកខ្មែរអស់រយៈពេលច្រើនហើយអញ្ចឹងពេលដែលខ្ញុំមកខ្ញុំអត់ដែលបានជួបគាត់ប៉ុន្តែដែលតែឮដំណើរតគ្នាថាបឹងតាឈឿនចា
So if you've heard of Mr. Khhoeurn's lake, otherwise known as Phelan Lake, you obviously know who we are talking about. Mr. Khhoeurn is responsible for having brought hundreds of Khmer families to Minnesota, and many have went on to other states and even other countries, and we have the honor to invite him to the National Khmer Legacy Museum, which is the IKare head office here in Minnesota, next Saturday. So Saturday, November 24th at 5 p.m. we will have Mr. Khhoeurn here, and it's an opportunity for us because many of our friends and colleagues and our Facebook friends are used to the IKare inviting top stars and top celebrities, top activists, role models in our community, across state line as well as outside of the United States and Cambodia. So this is a first opportunity where we will be inviting, he's sort of a superstar of rescuing refugees. I guess we could call him the refugee rescuer to America.
ចាអ៊ំកុយឈឿនគាត់បានជួយខ្មែរយើងជួយនាំខ្មែរយើងច្រើនមកសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកដូចថាបើតាមខ្ញុំដឹងដូចជាម៉ាក់ក្មេកខ្ញុំអីហ្នឹងបងម្ដាយបងកសលគាត់ក៏បានអញ្ជើញមកតាមរយៈលោកអ៊ំកុយឈឿនដែរដែលគាត់បានធានាម្ដាយក្មេករបស់ខ្ញុំហ្នឹងមកសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកហើយពេលហ្នឹងគាត់មកគឺមានតែគាត់ហើយនឹងបងកសលមានតែ2នាក់ម៉ែនឹងកូនកាន់ប្រវិចមួយមកសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកហើយក៏បានមកស្គាល់ទឹកដីរស់នៅលើទឹកដីនៃប្រទេសទី2អញ្ចឹងមកដល់ឥឡូវហ្នឹងចង់និយាយថាបើសិនជាអត់មានអ៊ំកុយឈឿនក៏អត់មានបងកសលអត់មានម៉ាក់គាត់អត់មានបងកសលហើយក៏អត់មានខ្ញុំហើយក៏អត់មានកូនខ្ញុំដែលបានមកចាប់កំណើតនៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកនេះដែរ
Mr. Chhoeurn has a different meaning for different families. He brings meanings to veterans, to other refugees, to people without families. Most significant for me is that Mr. Chhoeurn is the person that had also sponsored my mother and I to America, where we had lost all of our family for the most part. So Mr. Chhoeurn had received handwritten letters, and one of those hundreds and thousands of letters that he received seeking his assistance, seeking his help to come to America was or belonged to my mother, who was a widow at the time, and she had written a letter asking for help to come to America. So coincidentally, and it means a lot. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my wife and our son. And it's Thanksgiving week, so it's definitely an opportunity for us to say thank you to him, and also an opportunity for all of you, all of our Khmer and our non-Khmer friends, to rekindle, to meet him again. And we've had and we've asked him to make a short trip from Cambodia to Minnesota so that all of our community members can say thank you to a man that has done so much, has given so much, had sacrificed so much to help many Khmer Americans such as myself and many others throughout the United States, and in particular in Minnesota.
ចាដូច្នេះនាងខ្ញុំតាំងនាមឲ្យអង្គការ IKare សូមគោរពអញ្ជើញចាបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាមកចូលរួមស្វាគមន៍ក៏ដូចជាសួរសុខទុក្ខទៅកាន់លោកអ៊ំកុយឈឿនបើសិនជាបងប្អូនធ្លាប់ឮឈ្មោះគាត់ឬក៏ធ្លាប់បានស្គាល់គាត់ហើយឬក៏ជាជនភៀសខ្លួនចាជាជនភៀសខ្លួនម្នាក់នៅក្នុងចំណោមជនភៀសខ្លួនរាប់ពាន់នាក់ដែលលោកអ៊ំបានជួយឲ្យបានមករស់នៅលើទឹកដីទី2នៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកនេះចាសូមគោរពអញ្ជើញមកចូលរួមទាំងអស់គ្នាកម្មវិធីយើងធ្វើនៅថ្ងៃទី24ថ្ងៃសៅរ៍វេលាម៉ោង5រសៀលអញ្ជើញបងប្អូនមកចូលរួមបងប្អូនអាចយកម្ហូបបន្តិចម្នាក់បន្តិចក៏បានហើយឬក៏មិនអញ្ចឹងទេមកពោះតទេក៏បានយើងមានទទួលម្ហូបអាហារជាច្រើនដែរសម្រាប់ការស្វាគមន៍លោកអ៊ំកុយឈឿនដូច្នេះសូមគោរពអញ្ជើញបងប្អូនអញ្ជើញចូលរួមទាំងអស់គ្នាកុំឲ្យអាក់ខានហើយបើសិនជាបងប្អូនមានក្រុមគ្រួសារដែលថារស់នៅ ទាំងអស់គ្នាដូចថាមានជីដូនជីតាមានកូនចាក់ហើយមានចៅមកទាំងក្រុមគ្រួសារទាំងមូលតែម្ដងដើម្បីយើងចង់បង្ហាញពួកគាត់ថានេះហើយគឺជាអ្នកដែលបានជួយផ្ដល់ជីវិតថ្មីផ្ដល់ទីទឹកដីថ្មីសម្រាប់ឲ្យជាទឹកដីដែលប្រកបដោយសិទ្ធិសេរីភាពលទ្ធិប្រជាធិបតេយ្យហើយនឹងការសម្បូរសប្បាយមកដល់ក្រុមគ្រួសាររហូតដល់មានដល់កូនដល់ចៅទៀតអញ្ជើញមកជុំគ្នាហើយយើងអាចថតរូបជុំគ្នាជាមួយគាត់ព្រោះយើងអត់ដឹងថាយើងនឹងមានឱកាសថតរូបជាមួយគាត់អត់អញ្ចឹងវាគឺជាការមួយមិនបានជាផ្ដល់លុយកាក់ក៏បានមកដើម្បីជាការផ្ដល់ស្នាមញញឹមក៏ដូចជាសេចក្តីសង្ឃឹមទៅដល់អ៊ំកុយឈឿនដែលថាអ្វីដែលគាត់ធ្វើមកដល់ថ្ងៃនេះគេនៅនឹកចាំពីគាត់ដែរគឺអត់មានមិនបានភ្លេចអំពីការដែលគាត់បានព្យាយាមជួយបងប្អូនខ្មែរយើងតាំងពីដើមមក
Yes, and as many of you know, and especially our Cambodian, our Khmer friends, and maybe your children, and perhaps your mother and father know that in the late 1970s and the early 1980s, America was sort of looked at as the heaven on earth. So your mother, your father, or perhaps you personally had written letters to Mr. Chhoeurn and had plead for his help. And I read those letters. We now have access to all of the not all of the letters, but many of the letters that were handwritten to him. So I went through those letters, and I can tell you that it's very telling, very touching, and they are testamentaries of cries for help. And all of our Khmer brothers and sisters who were refugees knew and should know what it felt and what it means to cry out for help when we say, please help me, please take me to the heaven on earth land, please take me to America, please take me to Australia, please take me to Europe. We were asking for his help, and he didn't bother to question who we were. He didn't bother to question whether he should help us. What he did was remarkable. He took the burden on himself to seek assistance from the International Institute of Minnesota and other organizations to co-sponsor with him so that the Khmer refugees can have the opportunities to live in this heaven on earth land that we call the United States of America. And for some of our friends in Australia, our down under land, our down under friends, and our friends in Europe as well as Canada. So we know how it feels to have someone with the compassion, with the philanthropic character to give us the opportunity to come to America. And as many of you know, in Minnesota right now, we have roughly 10,000 in population, which is the Khmer population. Of those 10,000, I would imagine that at least 60% of the Khmer Americans who are living in Minnesota are in some way connected to Mr. Chhoeurn's compassion and charity to bring you or your mother or your father, your brothers and sisters and cousins and nieces, your grandmothers or maybe your grandfathers to America, to Minnesota. So please join us next Saturday, November 24th at 5 p.m. Bring a dish or two to share with our community, and we welcome everybody. This is not a typical event that we typically hold throughout the year. This is an event for us to really say thank you to someone that has brought so much love and compassion and charity to this Khmer community. And it's been so long that we've done it's so rare that we've had this opportunity to extend an appreciation and also to extend the charity that was offered to us. So it's time for we Khmer Americans, Khmer Minnesotans, to give back to Mr. Chhoeurn, at least to stop by, whether you can, maybe you can stop by for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or half an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours. Stop by and say thank you. Stop by and express how thankful you are, or how thankful your family is and your relatives are for his thoughtfulness, for his caring, for his sacrifice to bring us all to America, and in particular to Minnesota.
ចាអរគុណច្រើនហើយបងប្អូនមានចង្អល់ឬក៏មានសំណួរអីផ្សេងតាក់ទងជាមួយនឹងលោកអ៊ំកុយឈឿនអាចអញ្ជើញមកជួបគាត់ដោយផ្ទាល់ថ្ងៃទី24ថ្ងៃសៅរ៍សប្តាហ៍ក្រោយអញ្ចឹងយើង Thanksgiving នៅក្នុងថ្ងៃប្រហ័សថ្ងៃ22 Thanksgiving ធម្មតាថ្ងៃ22ហើយយើងថ្ងៃសៅរ៍គឺជាថ្ងៃដែលយើងអាចអញ្ជើញមកជុំគ្នានៅសារមន្ទីរចាសារមន្ទីរមរតកខ្មែរឬក៏ទីស្នាក់ការអង្គការ IKare ដែលមានទីតាំងនៅSaint Paul រដ្ឋ Minnesota បងប្អូនអាចវាយ GPS អាចវាយពាក្យ IKare IKARE ឬក៏វាយ Khmer Legacy Museum នោះ GPS នឹងនាំបងប្អូនមកដល់ទីនេះហើយអញ្ចឹងកម្មវិធីយើងទទួលស្វាគមន៍លោកអ៊ំកុយឈឿនយើងអត់មានលក់សបុតអត់មានឆាច fee ឆាចអីទេគឺសំខាន់សូមឲ្យមានការចូលរួមពីបងប្អូនដើម្បីជាការលើកទឹកចិត្តក៏ដូចជាផ្ដល់កិត្តិយសទៅជូនលោកអ៊ំកុយឈឿនដែលគាត់អញ្ជើញមកតែ2សប្តាហ៍ទេគាត់អាចអញ្ជើញមកសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកនេះមកតាមការអញ្ជើញរបស់អង្គការ IKare ហើយអង្គការ IKare យើងក៏បាន sponsor យើងបានចេញថ្លៃការចំណាយទៅលើសបុតយន្តហោះផ្សេងជូនលោកអ៊ំដូច្នេះគាត់មានឱកាសមកតែម្ដងនឹងឯងហើយបងប្អូនអាចមានជាទឹកចិត្តក៏សូមអញ្ជើញផ្ដល់ជាទឹកចិត្តជួយទៅដល់គាត់ផងពីព្រោះគាត់នៅស្រុកខ្មែរគាត់បានលះបង់ច្រើនហើយគាត់ក៏មានជីវភាពខ្វះខាតដែរដូច្នេះបើសិនជាបងប្អូនមកអាចជួយគាត់ខ្លះនឹងក៏ជាការមួយល្អដែរដើម្បីឲ្យគាត់ត្រឡប់ទៅស្រុកខ្មែរវិញគាត់មានថវិកាខ្លះទៅតាមខ្លួនហើយអាចឲ្យគាត់រស់នៅបានស្រួលពីព្រោះគាត់ចាស់ជរាណាស់ដែរហើយ
I believe he's in his 80s now, and when we needed help, we cried for his help, we cried for anybody's help, and of all of the possibilities, Mr. Chhoeurn answered, and he offered his help to us. So please, come join us, come join the IKare at the National Khmer Legacy Museum. You can type on your iPhone or your Samsung phone, just type in IKare, IKARE, or type in National Khmer Legacy Museum, and I guarantee you that the GPS will take you right to the museum, which is the head office of the IKare. And please bring your friends, your family, and if you can't make it, tell your friends and family, people you know. I imagine that at least 60% of the Cambodian Americans in Minnesota know Mr. Chhoeurn or have forgotten about Mr. Chhoeurn. So therefore, please ask your mother, your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, your cousins, your uncles and aunts, if they know who Mr. Chhoeurn is. And this Saturday, the 24th at 5 p.m. is the opportunity for us to say thank you to him. So once again, thank you for your support for the IKare and for the National Khmer Legacy Museum, and we appreciate your support. And this is an opportunity for us all to show, because IKare means we show through our action how much we care and how much we love and how much we want to thank our community and our communities throughout the United States together. Thank you very much. សូមជម្រាបលា
សូមជម្រាបលាហើយសង្ឃឹមបានជួបបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នា